Today we're going to talk about using the miter saw, and the first step is you just want to make sure your area is clear. So we'll get all this out of the way. Second step, you want to make sure you have dry protection on, of course, because even though there is it's going to kick the sawdust back, you still want to make sure because that stuff can fly up and get in your eyes and it can hurt. So basically, there's three types of cuts. There's the bevel cut, the cross cut, and the miter cut. And basically, the cross cut is the most simple type of cut, and that's where you are literally just going down 90 degrees. And so I'm going to show you how to do that one right now. Basically, you want to take your left hand, place the wood firmly against this back rail here. Using your thumb, you want to disengage the safety and then slowly pull down. And there you have your cut. And that's the first cut. That's the cross cut. Next cut we're going to talk about is the bevel cut, and that's the cut that you're going to want to get an angle diagonal across the wood through here. So to do that, you're going to want to do the same thing. You want to push the wood up against the plate and make sure, same safety precautions, safety glasses, and to adjust to the angle. So we're going to make a 30-degree cut. You're going to want to lift up on the bevel block. That's going to disengage the block. Then you're going to grab this right here, which is like a sort of a lever thing, and you're going to want to push it over to the 30-degree angle. And then we're going to want to reset the lock so that the saw can't go anywhere. And there, it's just like the cross cut. You're going to want to hold the wood firmly against the back rail, press in with the thumb, and then engage the blade. And that's the angle you're going to get from the bevel. To turn the saw back into the upright position at 90 degrees, first of all, you want to make sure that your hands are off the safety and the trigger. You want to pull up on the level lock, and then you pull slightly with your right hand, and you're going to pull it, come right back to the 90 degree, and we're going to push down back in the bevel lock, and that's gonna lock it in place. So the last cut we're going to talk about is the miter cut, and basically you're just going to want to put the wood like that. Make sure you have your safety glasses on. Make sure your area is clear. And to do the miter cut, keep your hands off the safety and the handle until you adjust the angle. You're going to want to lift up on the lock, pull up on the trigger, slide it to the angle that you're trying to cut, and then press firmly against this back here. And then just like all the other cuts, you want to disengage the safety, pull down on the trigger to engage the blade, and make the cut. So, as you can see, there's the differences in the bevel and miter cuts. And to bring it back to the 90-degree stance, you want to lift up on the lock, squeeze the trigger, pull it back to where it was, and it should set in place. Push the lock back down, and that's it. So, some last final tips about the miter saw. If you're cutting a piece of wood at an extreme angle and the blade tilts over and runs into this guard, you can adjust the guard back here. There's a lever, you're going to push it forward, it's a red lever, and this will slide out so the blade doesn't hit when you're making extreme angled cuts. And then you just slide it back into position, and just, if it's forward, it's not locked, and if it's back here like this, it's going to be locked. Also, if you're cutting a very wide piece of wood, well, actually, I think 18 inches is the maximum size wood you can cut with the miter saw. But if it doesn't fit all under this blade right here, you can disengage the lock back here. And so not only can you bring it down, but you can also bring it out to make that full 18-inch cut. And then push it back, lock it back in place. And that about covers it for the miter saw.